In your book, you discuss how traditional healthcare often falls short for women. And you just described quite a bit of that. But what are the most critical gaps that you've just observed, especially for women?
So I think women in our changes, the most common complaint, like in our, late 40s into 50s, whenever menopause hits, it's the weight gain. And doctors never refer a nutritionist. I've gone to my medical office, which is, there's like 8 or 10 doctors there, and shared functional medicine from a nutritionist perspective. And can I help any of your patients? And they know I'm like a triathlete and I'm very active. And this was several years ago. It was probably about 5 years ago. I haven't seen a referral. They don't refer for nutrition. How many women just need to know, right? And then you have the entire failure of the Women's Health Initiative in 2002, right? Where we basically kept women from knowing the truth about estrogen. And there's still some, I would say, questions circulating out there, but during the transition, and it was only in my functional medicine community that I had bioidentical hormones. It never would have been, from my medical doctor. Never,
Sure.
right?
Yeah. That
And
initiative
so,
really caused doctors to stop even considering it for women, not looking at the woman as an individual, but just, across the board doesn't work. It's going to kill you and stay away from it.
right. It's tough. And I remember when I went for, so I do have a traditional doctor that I used once years ago. So I went back to her for my first 65th-year-old visit. And I said, let's see. And now, again, I'm a triathlete. You know this about me. The first question she asked me was, did you lift up the rugs in your house?
Okay. Why?
Do I look like I'm going to take a fall?
Wow.
And so everything has been what the computer is telling us to ask you. Oh, and you should be on a statin because your cholesterol is high. Well, how about, did you look at my C-reactive protein? Did you look at any oxidization factors? Did you look at fibrinogen? Did you look at my triglycerides?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's a complete picture. And I will, the last year I went with my list of, instead of doing a Boston Heart Lab, because there were some changes about, like I used to be able to order it for myself. I can't anymore. So, at any rate, so, and my functional medicine practitioner, would order it too. But I said, oh, I'll do it on Medicare's dime, right? So we know LabCorp has the cardiac IQ. So I pulled off all the labs I wanted run. I don't think Medicare will pay for that. I don't think Medicare will pay for that. I don't think. Do you know I did not get a copay on my medical? Okay. So please. And one of the things I tell my patients, I run a group every Wednesday, and I always tell my patients, you need to talk to your doctors, but you need to know how to talk to your doctors and advocate for yourself. You need to be an informed consumer. This is not about fixing a tire on your car. You can hand that one away.
I completely agree. I think one of the biggest travesties that have happened in the medical realm is that we have given all of the power to people who are not necessarily interested in making us better.